And welcome to this brand new edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendra Dix, here for another week of The Take. This is our 30th episode of The Take. Glad you're here. Let's get started with the big story. The big story is, who bit Beyonce? Who done it? Many people are wondering, even the Beehive are wondering, who in the world would bite into the face of Beyonce after actress Tiffany Haddish brought up the situation that someone at a party bit Beyonce, and people want to know how this room meal got kicked in.
So I got to meet Beyonce. So I go to a Jay-Z concert and I get invited to the after party, and I'm standing there and I'm talking to Jesse Collins, and as I'm talking to him, Beyonce just walks right up to me. She goes, "Hi, I'm Beyonce." I was like, "I know who you are." She was like, "You're so funny," and then, like, we're going back and forth and everything, and then she's like, "Well, have fun." And I was like, I'm gonna try my best, like, I'm gonna have a good time. And then I was talking to Jay-Z, right? I was talking to Jay-Z for a little bit, and there was another actress that was there who was also talking to Jay-Z. And she touched Jay-Z's chest, and Beyonce came walking up like, bitch. But she didn't say that. But her demeanor, her body frame, the way she walked up on her was like, hand off my man's chest, right? And so then she started talking to that actress, and some other stuff happened, but I ain't gonna say nothing yet. But it's gonna be.
Man, Tiffany Haddish didn't say who done it, but she wanted to say who done it. But everyone is speculating, even the Beehive speculating, that who in the world would bite Queen Bee for no apparent reason. Do they got beef? They got a feud? They just don't like each other? Or there's undertones there? Even people thought it was Sanaa Lathan from Love and Basketball, or this white actress right here. But the world may never find out. Alright. But we tried to get something, a detective, to see who bit Beyonce. Take a look.
Everybody know I'm a big Tiffany Haddish fan. I like Girls Trip. I like that movie so much I wanted to be a girl on the goddamn trip. Woo! But I don't believe Beyonce talked you out of a fight. I'ma tell you why. I saw Beyonce with her sister So Strange, Solange, and her husband Joe Campbell, Jay-Z, on the elevator. Why she ain't talk her sister out of fighting her husband? So you trying to tell us Beyonce love you more than she loves So Strange? Solange. Damn it, I keep fucking that child name up. Can't believe you said. Can't believe you. And why the fuck are you fighting that celebrity part? You ain't in the hood no more, Miss Haddish. You ain't. She ready. No, she ratchet. Ain't no wrong with being ratchet, but not at a celebrity part. Bitch, Oprah was looking at you. Fucked up your chance to sit with Oprah. I don't know about y'all, but anytime Oprah in the building, I'm gonna be on my best ass behavior. I'm gonna act like I know how to pronounce everything on the menu. Give me some hors d'oeuvres. Oh, they say hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. And a little of your quiche. Quiche. I got it. You know, when Oprah in the building, you change your whole existence. Like, yeah, my name is Darren Flea, but you could just call me Daron. I'll even laugh at her jokes for like 10 seconds. I bet Beyonce paid her to say that shit.
Man, the detective trying to figure out who bit Beyonce. It's going to be a whodunit situation, and we'll keep you informed as we go on that way. But in other news, man, other news, mega pastor church evangelist, don't know his name, but he had ties to Obama and Bush, had a Chinese Ponzi scheme, and he's expected to turn himself in this Thursday. Yikes. It's like when you have a church and you're trying to fund the church, and then all of a sudden people just go crazy with the money, with the laugh and stuff. That's why I just being me. I don't want to preach the word. I don't want to preach nothing that can be blasphemous. Speaking of blasphemous, here on the Trump watch, man, our dearly beloved president called out Amazon, the retail online giant, about not paying taxes and hurting the U.S. postal system. I don't know how is Amazon hurting the U.S. postal system. Ain't they supposed to be a partnership or a change? Well, you see for yourself. Watch this. Really? Ain't Amazon and U.S. postal system They are two different entities, and you want to say that the government is getting hurt by Amazon. Did you know that Amazon trying to build a second headquarters, and people in different cities are bidding for Amazon to come land in a city? And believe me, I thought when people thought Birmingham was gonna get a chance and an opportunity, I like no chance in. I said it's either gonna be Atlanta, since it's growing, it's booming over there, and Atlanta is in the top consideration. Nashville, Miami, I don't see it in Miami. Austin, Texas. Now a lot of people are speculating Austin, Texas might land that, but the president trying to say Amazon need to pay its fair share. Amazon already paying the fair share. Amazon is a corporation. Come on. Get with the time. Ain't you? Are you a corporation? Did you pay your fair share of taxes? I don't think so. Alright. On the reality show clip down, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the women of Atlanta go Halloween shopping for costumes. And they ask Nene what she's going to wear as. Take a look.
That's sexy, Pennywise. Hello, cutie. Wow. Too cute. What up, Todd? I saw your little twin the other day. He is so beautiful. But ain't he's a gentleman? He was trying to push the wheelbarrow. Too cute. I'm gonna bring Mike over so the boys can chat.
What's going on there? Whoever has the best costume prize. You gotta get that box. What up, fam? Oh! I didn't even recognize you ever. 50 Cent! What? Oh my God! What's up, baby girl? You look like a dude. Don't make me like that thing, Karen. I'm trying to be hard. You killed it. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Son of G unit, I got C unit on my hat. I love it.
Like catching the cases of roaches. You hear like if you're watching the show like I do, you know Nene and Kim are back at it again. So after Kim's daughter exposed Nene of her having the house full of roaches, but everybody got roaches in their house. Stomp and throw away. That's what I do. See, stump, and throw away. Put them in the trash can and let them be a household name like they always be. Garbage. And so Nene took offense to it, and it's just Nene got the ultimate revenge on this. Take a look at this.
I don't even want to talk about this bitch. Hey, Tommy! Nice to meet you. Going so good. My husband, Greg. Greg Roaches. That's hilarious. You're crazy. Wait a whole goddamn minute. What the hell? Y'all did that. Y'all are a petty mess. Petty goals. That is couple petty goals right there. What's going on, well, I decided to be an exterminator because I just want Kim and her little silly ass dumb family to know that we're laughing at your ass, bitch. Hee hee ha ha. Bitch, the joke is on you. Girl. What? Me and Greg and an exterminator and a roach. Look, she's trying to be funny.
That's good. It's good humor.
But it's not funny. Are you gonna take that and spray it on Kim? I don't know her.
Yeah, I definitely think the bugs and the bunnies should stay in separate sides of the room. Let me know if y'all need something to get them roaches up out of Castle Leaks. I gotta put it. Let me put it in here. Here, a little something for that little roach problem y'all got over there at the castle.
Pest control. Nene said the joke is on you. Nene basically saying that she don't want to be she gonna be wearing a pest control outfit and Greg will look like the roach. Greg, my man. Greg just hang on in there. Greg got his little 15 minutes of fame for that. I ain't gonna lie, Greg kind of broke up the stock. All right, we'll be back after this. Don't go nowhere. The tape will return after this. To the take, I'm your host as always, Kendra Dix. Glad you're here. Use the hashtag take. Simple like that. And follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and Instagram. We on the gram as well. We're growing this channel and we're thriving. And we thank you all for doing what you're doing, because you didn't have to be here to watch us. I'm telling you. You had any other time to be somewhere else, and you came to watch us. Thank you all. All right, let's get to the political rundown. The political rundown this week is we start with the rundown with President Trump firing yet another person again. He fires his VA secretary. Take a look.
All right, CNN has now confirmed, thanks to the President of the United States and a tweet from the President of the United States, that there is going to be a new Secretary of Veterans Affairs. There you see the tweet right there. I am pleased to announce that I intend to nominate the highly respected Admiral Ronnie L. Jackson, MD, as the new Secretary of Veterans Affairs. And then goes on, the next page, in the interim, Honorable Robert Wilkie of DOD will serve as acting Secretary. I am thankful for Dr. David Shulkin's service to our country and to our great veterans. Jeff Zeleny, immediate reaction from you.
Well, that certainly is an interesting development. The president, we have been told, did not want to fire Secretary Shulkin before he could hire someone else. About hiring Dr. Ronnie Jackson, certainly interesting. He knows the president very well. He's his physician. There is fewer people who see the president as often. The question here is the president, we've known for a long time. Juana, you've done all the reporting at the VA. It is a troubled agency. So for all the time we've focused on the HR aspects of the dysfunction there, the core of the agency is a problem. And I'm told the president is really disturbed by this, and he wants some changes there. So we'll see what happens. But we have been waiting for this for some time. And all the reporting you've been doing, in fact, we were just talking earlier, you suggested it might happen while you were on live television, and that's what happened.
And here we are. Yeah, Wolf, as we've reported, myself and my colleagues, that this has been something that's been going on for some time now. And this decision by President Donald Trump to replace David Shulkin, who served as Undersecretary of Health under President Obama, comes against the wishes of most of the nation's major veteran service organizations. I spoke with a number of people there yesterday. They were expecting to meet with Secretary Shulkin tomorrow. They say that they believe that Secretary Shulkin has been a good ally, that while there have been some distractions in the agency, including an Inspector General report that faulted him for travel derelictions, they believe that he was a good ally. He supports keeping America's veterans healthy and does not support moving more care for veterans into the private sector. Many of these groups concerned that a replacement could indeed do that.
It's interesting that this is the second cabinet secretary within only a few days. And you can see all the changes that have been going on. But once again, Rex Tillerson, he was informed via Twitter, and now Shulkin, the president tweets, he's gone as well. Not a huge surprise. He'd been in trouble for a while. The White House press secretary earlier in the week didn't express a lot of confidence in him, but now he's about to be gone.
This is just consistent with the level of turnover in the Trump White House, which is an order of magnitude different from any previous administration, Democrat or Republican alike. The question, I guess, is who cares? I mean, does the public really care who works in the White House, who the cabinet secretaries are? I think the question is, are these people going to do a better job for the American people? I don't know the answer, but the turnover really is extraordinary.
I think you have to ask yourself at the outset, what experience does Dr. Jackson have in running a massive agency like this? But it's clear we have seen a pattern now as the president reshapes his administration. He picks people he's comfortable with.
Man, he fired him because he didn't have a TV presence like Donald Trump. Now, I know President Trump has a TV presence. President Trump been on TV way before he was president, he was a real estate magnate, and then wanted to turn that fame into celebrity and went on to become the host of The Apprentice. And now he transitions to becoming the U.S. president. That's a hell of a transition, I'm telling you. And are you kidding me? But serious note, are you kidding me? You've hired this man to help veterans and protect them from stuff that they can be exposed to and have them live better lives. You was on the hand like he got to have a TV presence. That's just like me. You got to have a TV presence. TV presence indeed. Also in the news on the rundown, political commentator Laura Ingraham, conservative host for Fox News, took a sabbatical for a week after she was called out by David Hogg after he bastard her and she bastard him. I think she bashed him. We talked about it, and he started going back at her tit for tat, taking away from her sponsors, and sponsors started pulling back. People like Delta, the whole list, that little booking agency or something like that, Travelocity or something. Like, damn, Travelocity funding her? But this boy on the roll, and he trying to get pushed to have guns regulated. So, don't be shocked. These little young folks, I'm telling you. All right, let's go on to talk shows. Talk shows this week on the Wendy Williams show. Wendy brought up the situation that Travis Scott is being sued, and she enlightened us with it. Take a look.
Well, I agree with the party promoter, and here's why. Travis Scott was scheduled to perform. This is Super Bowl weekend in Minnesota. A Super Bowl weekend. And allegedly he canceled his appearance hours before and didn't give a reason to the promoter. Now mind you, this Super Bowl weekend, it was the night before Super Bowl. So I don't know what goes on in Minnesota. Hi, you all. But the best I can tell, only based on, like, we're here in New York where excitement is happening all the time. Mm-hmm. Is that you coughing?
No.
Oh. Is that one of our guests? Does somebody need a hold?
I think so.
There you go. Just saying. Didn't mean to throw it. Sorry, they don't give the one on the floor. They actually go and get another one. Oh, God. There go Wendy throwing stuff at her guest. Anyway, it turns out he didn't show up at this appearance. I don't know what goes on in Minnesota, but we here in New York, it's exciting all the time. So I'm thinking Super Bowl is probably one of the biggest things to happen to Minnesota in a long time in terms of revenue for the restaurants, in terms of parties and promoters and venues and people and stuff. So it turns out the reason that he didn't show up without telling the promoter is that his daughter Stormy was born 2 days earlier. Excuse me, congratulations. This is not your first baby. Business is business. Let's keep it moving. Excuse me. This is just coming from a business perspective, that's all. Travis allegedly signed a contract. He was promised $200,000 for this appearance, plus he demanded a private plane. So the poor promoter, they hire the private plane. They probably, he probably bought a bunch of his people, or intended on flying a bunch of his people there. A $200,000 payday for Travis Scott. The promoter gave him a $150,000 advance on the $200,000. So, and you might say, well, why did the promoter give so much? Well, because it's Travis Scott. He's a pretty big deal. He would attract a lot of people to the company. And when you want a big act, sometimes they're the boss of you more so than you being the boss of them. It's like, well, if you want me there, then I need all my money. Or I need a private plane, or I need this, or I need that. And if you're going to agree to that as a promoter, then good for you. But so now the company, the promoter, wants their money back, plus profits that they lost. Well, I don't know about the profit part because you can't prove, although, yeah, you can. I mean, here's the thing. You forgot the private plane. I would need the money back for the private plane. I would need the $150,000 back that you gave him. Apparently, he doesn't need the money since he got, what's her name? Kylie. a beautiful, over $1 million, a $1.4 million Ferrari as a push present. Now, whether he bought it, leasing it, I have no idea. But Travis Scott, you know, he's a big deal right now. So, you know, $150,000 shouldn't be much. Just give them back. He's not going to give back money. And this poor promoter, you see, after people leave Minnesota and after the Super Bowl leaves Minnesota, whatever city this was being played in, it just becomes Minnesota again. No offense, kind people, but what I'm saying is this poor promoter, so, you know, Don L Promotions promotes Travis Scott. Now Don L has egg on his face, so anything that he does in this poor town, wherever, I don't mean poor monetarily, I mean poor like, wow. The excitement was there, and so now this guy is left with egg on his face as being a less than credible promoter. This guy is out $150,000 for an appearance that never happened. He looks not less than credible to everybody around town. Like, I'm not going to a Don L party. He couldn't get Travis Scott. And what about the people that might have been rioting outside? Because you know how people get. And Travis Scott is very popular. He could have had that club lit and outside popping, you know, all in the streets and stuff. Travis, come on. In the name of you have a new baby, give the promoter back the $150,000 and throw in the private plane request.
All right, Wendy Williams. Ain't you ought to be a little bit, you know, reluctant, not trying to get involved because a lot of people want to know your businesses and stuff like that, and you be dumb enough to, you know, fall for it. And Wendy Williams said, "How you doing?" I'm doing. I just got sued. Sued indeed. All right, and finally, let's go over to our viral video of the week. The viral video of the week is, now everyone knows that if you're a basketball star, you follow your favorite teammate, your teams, your players, your coaches, what's going on in basketball. Is anyone getting traded, anyone getting drafted? Well, basketball star Anthony Davis from New Orleans Pelicans decided to do something that many people thought he would never do, and did the impossible, while he decided to just take a look, see for yourself.
Here we go. A little bit of this. And put this. All right. I think it makes sure it's on there good. And here we go. Uh-oh. My bad, guys, but it's done. Y'all tell me what y'all think of it. It's a big change. I think I like it. But y'all tell me, big moment, new AD, new brow. Let's get it.
Now, we thought Davis shaved his eyebrows, but that wasn't the case. Davis landed an April Fool's joke at the same time like this. Really? And people were buzzing about it, and it got buzzed that day. He shaved his eyebrows, but that was just a ruse. That was just a joke. And Anthony Davis is being Davis-ized. All right. That is the take for this week. I'm glad you all came around, and I hope to see you next week here on the tape. See you later. Everyone, this is Kendra Dix for your Pro Wrestling Show preview. This week is the big week, the granddad of them all, the show of shows. The WrestleMania is here. WrestleMania is coming. We're going to have a preview of all the matches going into the big event. We'll have this and more as the Pro Wrestling Show comes your way this weekend here on Connect TV.